Hi everyone, and welcome to this Odoo video. Lately, Stealthy Wood has suffered from organizational issues, especially with its stock and order preparation. We know that order picking is a crucial aspect of warehousing, but at Stealthy Wood, everyone is running around like a headless chicken to find the products for each order, and it's chaotic. Since we want to minimize cost and provide excellent customer service, something needs to be done. Taking that into account, I'll put in place a good system and set of practices to meet my accuracy and speed targets. Walking from one pickup location to another is said to take up to 60% of a picker's time. Reducing the time taken to prepare an order will thereby improve the picking efficiency. And to do this, I have the choice between two picking processes, batch picking and wave picking. As I don't know yet which one Stealthy Wood will use, I'm going to go ahead and try both. With batch pickings, groups of orders are picked together at the same time, and the picker will go everywhere in the warehouse. By grouping orders, he or she will go to each location only one time to fill multiple orders simultaneously. But they will still need to travel to each department of the warehouse. This means that other pickers could also go to the same locations to fulfill their orders, increasing their efficiency by preparing the orders while picking the products. On the other hand, wave picking consists of picking a specific product. Orders are broken up based on the items they consist of, and after that, the picker will go to one and only one location to get all the ordered products of the category and bring them back to the picking zone. Then the products can be sorted into the individual orders. Using this method will allow less travel through the warehouse, but the packages still need to be prepared when all the products are in the picking zone. One is not better than the other. It all depends on your company's needs. So let's just go ahead and see how we can do both of these in Odoo. All right, so once we're on our database and specifically in the inventory application, we're first going to go to configuration settings. And from the settings page, we need to activate a couple of options. So the first one will be for our batch picking. So I'm going to activate this option right here, batch pickings. And then we're going to scroll down and we're also going to activate multi-step routes. All right, this is important for our wave pickings. So be sure you activate both of these options before moving forward. All right, so we're first going to talk about batch pickings. Once I activated this option, a new operation type became available underneath the operations tab. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go to batch pickings here and I'm going to create a new one. So the first thing I'm going to do here, once I created a new one, is to add a responsible. All right, so Mitchell admin will be the responsible, and then we can go ahead and add and start managing some pickings. So I can do that one by one if I would like to, or I can select multiple at a time, which is more convenient. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to group by, I could group by location, for example. That would be a really great way to avoid the responsible from running around to warehouse or different locations. Or I could group by operation type, which is actually what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have all of my operation types here, and I would like to select all of the receipts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and automatically select all of these items by clicking on the top square. This will select everything that I have in view, not all of the options available. All right, so let's go ahead and add these 5. All right, now I can start managing the pickings, and I also have some important information about them as well, such as the reference, the creation date, and also their status. So we can see their status right here. We'll be able to see if it's in draft, if it's ready, waiting, and we can also see if it's canceled. So let's imagine that we need to do some actions with these pickings. All right, so I see I have one in draft, but actually I need to confirm this so that it will be validated and ready to go. I can do that right here. All I have to do is click on the green check. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to confirm the picking. Okay, and we see that status change immediately. Maybe for the second one I have in draft, I actually want to cancel this. So I'm going to click on the red button with the white X and cancel that draft one, and I see that status change as well to canceled. And actually, I don't even want that information on this page. I don't want it on the report. I don't want it on the document. I don't need it here, so I'm going to remove it completely by clicking on the black X. All right, so now we just see the 4 pickings that are ready to go. So let's go ahead and confirm this. All right, and then we're going to print it as well. This is really convenient so that we have all of the information we need physically in our hands when we're going to pick these items. All right, And once we're done, we can click on the Done button, which will automatically apply reserved quantities for all of the pickings that are in the ready status, which all of mine are right now. Okay, or I can go to each individual one and validate like this. Okay, so at the moment, until they're all in the status done, which it goes to done once it has been validated, until they're here, this batch picking will be in the running stage. But if I apply or if I validate all of the ready pickings, I'm going to apply. It will then move from running to done right here. So as you can see, this whole process is really easy and it's really simple and it doesn't take a lot of configuration. You just have to pick and go. But now let's talk about wave pickings, which is a little bit more complicated to configure. So I'm going to start by going to configuration, warehouses. I'm going to choose my company. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is edit this because by default, my outgoing shipments will be by one step, but actually I need to do this in 2 steps. So I'm going to select that 2 steps option and save. Okay. Now, something else I want to do right now is to go into the developer mode. So the developer mode will let me see some fields or options that I wouldn't see in the standard view. All right, so to get to the developer mode, I can go back to my main Odoo dashboard, go to the settings application, and then click on activate developer mode at the bottom right of the page. But I also have another little shortcut for you. All right, I'm going to go directly to my URL. This will just save some time. And behind the web question mark, I'm going to add the word debug. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and load this. All right, once I do that, I will have more options that I won't have otherwise. So now that I'm in the debug mode or in the developer mode, let's go ahead and start modifying our routes so that we can do the wave pickings properly. So I'm going to click on the routes button right here for this warehouse. And I'm going to select this pick and ship one right at the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and modify this. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and save this and leave it the way that it is because I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to create a new route for my chairs. All right, instead of modifying that one that already exists, I'm just going to leave it later on in the sequence and create a new one based off of that. All right, sometimes it's better to not modify information, but rather create something new that has the priority, just in case I want to go back to that original document. Okay, so here I'm going to create a route called chairs. Okay, and the sequence is going to be 5. All right, so as you can see, it's earlier on in the sequence than the other route. All right, I need to add a warehouse. So I'm going to add my company. Okay, and I'm first going to remove this warehouse output line here, and then I'm going to modify the rules for the one that I have left. Okay, the pull from here. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually change the source location. All right, so I'm going to call my source location chairs area. Okay, and I need to create and edit that. Okay, my parent location will be stock. All right, let's go ahead and save this and keep modifying the rule. All right, so now let's also change our propagation here. So I'm going to say that this will be fixed, our procurement group. Okay, and the group will also be called chairs. All right, which I have right here. So let's go ahead and add that. And then we're going to save. Okay, looks good. I'm going to save this and duplicate it again. And now I'm going to call this one drawers. Whoops. Okay, and this will be in the sequence number 6. So this is going to come after the chairs. All right, I need to add that warehouse again. Okay, and I'm also going to change the information on my rules as well. So I'm also going to change the source location. This time, instead of chairs area, it's going to be drawers area. Okay, let's create and edit this. I need to add stock. All right, let's save. Here, I'm going to add drawers, of course, and create. All right, and then let's save. Okay, Now this looks good. Now I just want to point out that one of the fields that we see in this developer view that we didn't before is the sequence. Okay, so just to know if you're in developer mode or not, the easiest, quickest field to see right away on this page will be the sequence. It's the second field on the list. All right, so now that I went ahead and created these new routes, I'm going to go ahead and apply them to my product category that are related to the routes. Okay, so let's go now to configuration, product categories. Okay, so here I am on my product categories that I've already created, one for my chairs and one for my drawers. All right, so let's go ahead and edit this. And I'm going to add the route that I just created. So the first one, chairs. Okay, and then I'm also going to add this to drawers. Now I already have my products, my chairs, and my drawers linked to this product category. So let's just look at that quickly as well. So let's go to products. Okay, I'm going to choose my conference chair. So as we can see, I have that product category right here already set on the specific product. So be sure that you have all of your products in the correct categories and the routes set on the product category as well. I know it's a little bit complicated, but trust me, it's worth it for this method. All right, so here we are back here. Now let's go ahead and create a sales order and see what it looks like now and how we can manage those pickings from the inventory application after we create the sales order for some of these products. All right, so we're going to go to our sales application and create. I'm going to choose a customer and I'm going to go ahead and add my drawer. I'll add 3 of this item. And I'm also going to add, let's say, my office chair. All right, and I will have 5 office chairs. We're going to go ahead and confirm this. All right, and then we're going to go to our inventory application again, and we see that I have those pickings right here. Okay, so we see that I have the picking for the office chair, and I can check availability. And we also have that picking for the drawer as well. So we know that our routes are working and we have all of those in our pickings. All right, so that's just a really easy and convenient way to manage everything. Now, something I want to point out as well before I finish this video. You saw that I created a new source location called the chair area. This is really great for the pickings because, of course, I need to know where the area will be for the picking. So it's just a nice way for me to organize my locations internally. And if I go to configuration, locations, I will have those areas right here, my chairs area and my drawer area. So all that information is here for you, and you can really tailor these routes, these locations, and everything you need to your business and get exactly what you need. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.